Alright, we've got some Xenoblade Chronicles X Survival Guide live reaction episode number 3 starting up right now as we speak. Let's go ahead and do this, baby. I'm excited.
Days, the Earth will be no more. On
25
December 4th,
days.
humanity will come face to face with its greatest trial yet. To survive, when Xenoblade Chronicles X hits store shelves. In the remaining days, we must prepare for our journey across the stars and through the uncharted wilds of planet Mira.
This is still looking so good. Still looking so good. The survival guide.
To keep you informed and vigilant, the builders of the Legacy after the destruction of Earth, also known as Blade, have assembled this 5-part video series to ready you for your perilous
5 parts. Part number 3, still got 2 more.
Destiny awaits.
Skells. These are the large mechs that you can pilot in Xenoblade Chronicles X.
A wide array of dangerous life forms. Many of these predators are so deadly that vanquishing them will require maximum firepower. Blade's solution? We call it the Skell.
The Skell. So awesome. Looks like a freaking Gundam.
One of these
so
powerful
cool.
exoskeletal combat suits. You must first take the exam to get your Skell pilot's license. Consider this your crash course in Skell combat. Skells are the archetypal mechanized suits piloted by top members of Blade. Their large size enables them to carry highly destructive weaponry, and they can even damage small enemies simply by touching them. Skells can walk or switch to the vehicle mode with the simple
Transformers.
Eventually, your Skell
Look at
research
how
may
big
lead
those
to the
enemies
flight
are.
modules, which grant Skells the ability to fly around the entire planet. Of course, Skells do require fuel to operate.
So beautiful.
Primary functions such as battle, flight, and special weapon usage will drain fuel quickly. Be sure to refuel regularly at the Blade Barracks, or let your Skell recharge by exiting the vehicle.
Nice.
There are 3 different types of Skells: light, medium, and heavy. Each one has its own unique stats and trade-offs.
Light, medium, and
Skell type
heavy.
is superior to
a lot
the
of
others.
variety.
Light Skells can equip light armor only, are the most mobile, offer lots of evasion, and carry the least amount of fuel. Medium Skells can equip light or medium armor, and can carry more fuel than light types, but they're less mobile. Heavy Skells can use light, medium, or heavy armor. They're the least mobile, but they can also carry the most fuel. Considering the variety of weapons at your disposal, there are many options to explore.
That totally looks like Wing Zero from like Gundam Wing. Hiroyui's Gundam. That bright red and blue one. It does, dude. That's like Wing Zero right there.
Sides of their chassis. These include sidearms, back weapons, shoulder weapons, arm weapons, and spare weapons for good measure. Sidearms are used for auto attacks, while the other 8 weapon slots each provide an art attack. Each weapon's art description and fuel cost can be tracked here. Keep in mind that any Skell can only be equipped with weapons that are of the same level as its own frame level or lower. In other words,
samurai blade.
Skells with a higher frame level can handle more formidable weaponry.
Wow. Those weapons look dope. Oh, the battle music right here.
The Skell is man's best friend. You can board one either before or during combat.
Look at the scale of this game.
Perform regular auto attacks and arts. Just as
Seriously, this is the Gundam game that I've always wanted.
There are other tactics that will require deeper understanding. So let's take a look at the Skell's battle screen. On the far right, you'll find the Skell's fuel gauge. On the flip side, the vitality of each Skell is measured in frame HP. When this value is reduced to 0, Skells will cease to function. Next to the frame HP is the Skell's GP, or gear points. These allow your Skell to enter overdrive mode, which we'll review at a later juncture. For now, let's discuss defense. When at least one of your party members is in a Skell, those without a Skell will also see an increase in defense. This added bonus varies depending on the number of Skells in use. For example,
much depth in this
a party
game.
with 2 Skell pilots yields a defensive bonus of 40%. Strength in numbers, indeed.
Yes. So if you have another Skell in there, that boosts up to 60%.
In a bind, Blade understands. Try breaking your enemy's stance. This allows you to bind enemies for a certain amount of time. Bound enemies will take more damage and be unable to attack. To perform a proper binding, get close to a staggered enemy, and you'll be prompted to enter a button command. Follow the prompt to begin binding the enemy, and a soul challenge will appear. Each time you successfully complete the soul challenge, the bind's time limit will extend.
Nice, and then the other teammates can just pile on top of there while you have them binded. Really good
When
stuff.
controlling a skell, your view
there's
screen
Wing
may
Zero.
change to
There's
reflect
Wing
your
Zero.
view from inside the skell. This is known as Cockpit
First person.
time. When Cockpit time occurs, all arts become
First
available
person,
with no
baby.
cooldown time, and you cannot be damaged. Even if you've already used an art and it's cooling down, entering Cockpit time allows you to use it again immediately. This
Nice.
brief moment can occur at any time, so
Oh
make
my
sure to
goodness.
take advantage of the opportunity.
Look at that. Amazing.
After
Okay,
your skell
overdrive.
obtains 3,000 gear points, you can send your skell into overdrive. Overdrive enhances a skell's performance for a limited time. Enhances vary depending on the skell used, and at times,
Nice.
overdrive can be extended. Such thrills must be experienced to be fully understood.
Scale damage.
Dismemberment would usually spell game over for blade members on foot. That's where skells come in. The individual parts of a skell can be destroyed separately, and the unit will continue to function. However, if a skell loses an arm, for instance, weapons and arts corresponding to that appendage will go offline, and GP will be reduced.
Gotta bounce.
At the
Get
end of
out
the
of there.
battle, skells will self-repair.
Nice.
As mentioned, a skell will be totally destroyed when its frame HP drops to 0. In times like these, a soul challenge will appear. Press the correct button with perfect timing, or there will be repercussions based on your performance. Perfect timing will enable to safely evacuate your skell. At this point, your skell will be towed back to the Blade Barracks for repair without affecting your insurance. Good timing will also
Oh my
ensure
goodness.
you to evacuate.
Lucille the
Skell
Eternal?
insurance will increase due to the cost of repairs. Should you fail to time the soul challenge, your HP will drop to 1 as you escape, and you will suffer the cost of skell insurance and repairs. A wrecked skell can be repaired
Insurance,
at the
gotta
Blade
get that
Barracks
Geico,
using
son.
Skell insurance. Access the Blade Barracks console to repair the skells in the garage. Skell insurance allows you to recover your wrecked skell 3 times. If your skell is wrecked for the 4th time, you can no longer repair the skell unless you pay a fee using salvage tickets or your own precious gold. Keep in mind, skells are very, very expensive. If
Oh
your
my
funds are
goodness.
inadequate, you may be forced to abandon your skell or leave it in the shop to collect dust. You have been warned.
Oh my goodness, they are letting us know. That's good. I like that though. I like that balance of
You can manage
making
your
sure that
skells
you
from
take
the
care of
Blade
your
Barracks
skell
hangar.
though. That's really
Simply
good.
pick the skell you want to modify on the Blade Barracks console. From here, you can register a skell to a specific party member, change the selected
Nice.
skell
That's a
to
cool
gear,
looking skell.
use Moranium to refuel it, change its color scheme, or if you're an
Nice.
inexperienced savage, you can sell your skell. This is not recommended.
Inexperienced savage.
Each month until Earth's destruction, we will release one more survival guide. Be sure to check out our next video, where we will discuss Frontier Nav, investing in
Nice.
companies,
Gamepad.
developing gear, and more. Until then, share this guide with your friends, family, and anyone else who deserves a chance to survive.
Nice. I'm telling you, Xenoblade Chronicles X has a very good opportunity to sell well here in North America. I will have a video on that coming very soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, just so you can stay up to date on all the latest information on Xenoblade Chronicles X, because this is going to be amazing. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.